Hi guys, how are you today? I know it's cold and freezing somewhere, but I like colors and I'm wearing colors. So, to warm my heart and warm yours, I love colors. And if I were to introduce myself as a woman, I would say I love colors, I love to paint, I love imaginary, like creativity. And once I was a kid, I love reading. I don't know about you, but reading is a fun. Like, if you don't want to be bored, just grab something, a book, or just grab your Kindle, and there you go. You all taken by, if it's a non-fiction, it will be taken by ideas. If it's a fiction, it will be taken by, other stuff. So today I'm presenting myself as an author, because after reading a lot, I start writing. That's how it works. To be a writer, to be an author, you have to read. You can't just come and start writing. So I'm presenting today some of my English books, that language which I love so much and love to learn. I didn't learn it from my childhood as I was bilingual. Like, my mother language is Arabic and the second language is French. So I started learning English in high school, but I loved it and I was good at it. My teacher advised me when I go to college, like, to do English literature, but I was like more philosophy, so I picked philosophy, but I stick to my friends who were doing English literature. And then since I came to US, I had to struggle to learn that language, which fascinated me. And here I have like my thesis. That was my first step, first challenge for that language, which I love so much. The thesis is titled Perspective, Linear Perspective in Italian Renaissance Painting. So that was a big challenge because it's like a mixture between I was trying to show the name. Yeah, there we go. So in my PhD thesis is like a mixture between philosophy, as I have to study humanism, especially in Italy, and art. I was always fascinated by art since the elementary school, and then I excel in middle school, and then I kind of gave up a little in high school because I was fascinated by philosophy, by French, by other stuff than painting. Then I get back to painting later in college, not as a painter, but as like art critic. So I had to go here through geometry, since linear perspective is geometry, but still here, let me take a pic at this table of contents, yeah, you have acknowledgement, preface, introduction, first chapter, optics and perspective, the learner perspective, foundations, application of linear perspective, like application in painting and in architecture as well, because in Italy they were, parallel the painter and the architecture. Codification of linear perspective, the vanishing point, because perspective is all about vanishing point, the point of view. I have here conclusion. I have here about the author, and then notes and references at bibliography. Also, let me go here and where to find me. Let me here take a peek at the about the author, see what I have written here. Presenting myself. Okay, I got it. Dr. Saada Siddiq is an independent researcher in philosophy and art history, sociopolitics, modernity and human rights. Her special subjects are Western art history, philosophy, and futurism. Okay, I'm here art critic since 1990. I have written some articles in the newspapers. I've been in many countries since I like traveling, European countries like Spain many times, as it is close to Morocco where I was born, France, Belgium, Holland, and I have visited many museums. I have met many intellectuals and artists in this country. Yeah, it was a joy. So where can you find me? You can find me at Amazon.com as Dr. If you see here, Dr. Saada Siddiq. If you put my name in Amazon, it will pull all the books. It's in there. So you can find me there. You put me in Google as well. You can find me, Dr. Saada Siddiq. And in Twitter, you could find me as Professor Saada. Then in Facebook, you can find me as Saada Siddiqa. Then I have a blog in WordPress, Saada3619, WordPress.com. Anyway, if you put me in Google as Dr. Saada Siddiq, it will pull you up all the things you need about me. So that was the PhD thesis that I have done in Arabic. That was the original. I defended it in 2005 in Morocco, but my research were done in US. And this is like the second version of my PhD. It's like a summary. It's not too long, but the other one, the Arabic one, is a long one. So this one is like, I think it's like 100, like 105, I think, pages. Like it's a summary, is the summary of the other one. That was my first English book that I have written, and I was really impressed. I'm happy, as a child when I give him colors and tell him, okay, be creative and do whatever. That's what happened to me in this thesis. So the very first book, I don't know if I could call it. Okay, the other one was academic, but this one is more sociopolitics with futurism, with the touch of modernity. And in my blog, I have presented this book in an article, like as a summary, and in my YouTube channel, which I'm launching today, I have, in my old channel, I have like a video where I present my book. So to argue, this book title is To Argue Logically or with Heart, Mind and Beliefs. I'm just gonna take a little quick look at it. I was impressed by this quote. We can argue with our opponent using logic, and we can certainly defend the truth with it. But we need more than logic to complete our philosophy and our faith. That was G.K. Chesterton, 1874-1936. So it really inspired me. So, and I'm gonna just take a peek at the table of contents. I have here preface, where I present the book. I have here the first part, second and third part. Like first part include chapters, like the first one is human rights and modernity, democracy and egalitarianism. That's the question I am like trying to emphasize here on. Does democracy really offers the egalitarianism? It is a social concept. It means equality. That's why I'm talking in the next chapter about UN human rights. Does the democracy really support the human rights, or like if we talk like in every society in itself, civic rights, okay? So the third chapter is Islamic law and justice. Does Islamic law offer justice? Does it offer human rights? Does it offer equality? And then I am going next chapter is Islamic law and modernity. That's Islam as a system or as a ideology. Does it accept modernity? Does it embrace it? Does it use it? Does it accept to use it as tool for democracy? So the second part is imperialism facing impasse. We live in a mega imperialism, where imperialism has reached its peak and now collapsing. So we I face here imperialism and capitalism, as capitalism is the economic face of imperialism and economical crisis that we are facing now, and then imperialism and environmental crisis that we're going through, but not everybody is aware of it. Is a critical problem that we all have to face now, not just as an intellectual, but as a human being. So the third part is imperialism and the future. What is the future? Imperialism and technology, imperialism and terrorism, imperialism and mind control. Then I have conclusion, biography, and about the author, where to find me, notes and references. In the back of the book, I tried to present the book. This book represents the culmination of many years of research, meditation, reading, analyzing, and building a system of thinking, all aimed to understanding the tremendous and rapid changes happening all around the 21st century. So we see a huge changes. So we're trying to make sense to these changes that happen not just in 1 year, like in a decade, it's like 1 year. We need to find ways to make sense to these rapid changes that seem to accelerate with the passing of every decade and now every year. There is a strong historical movement led by people in the whole world trying to shift the center of power so that more people are empowered to fulfill their natural potential. However, the transfer of power won't happen smoothly. Indeed, most likely the needed transformation will involve a great shock to the actual system, imperialism, power, led by US and NATO. The system is in critical condition, collapsing worldly. In European countries and USA, the mastermind of the system. So as we see here, the idea of this book results from my research in philosophy, sociology, as we do as well, sociology, psychology, politics, and economics, and religion, as I study Islam as a religion. I have here drawn some big ideas about my point of view. So some of my question here: what would limit superpower in absence of strong morality? Industrial civilization system has given way to a new information civilization. We now live in an age of mega-transactional corporation, out-of-touch government, bureaucrats, consolidated media power, mass communication, consolidated media power, slave wage, mass production, environmental, destructive, and mass education failure. So that was like in a big picture of my books that you could always go and check in Amazon.com. If you put my name, Dr. Saada Sadiq, so you find me there, and you could rate this book, and then you could check them out. And if you are having a membership in with Amazon. You can read them for free or read simple. That was about me in general. So I get to do more videos to present other stuff that concern me or concern the culture, any other subject. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe to it so you can get all the new about me and follow up with me. Please subscribe, hit the bell, and do like. Thank you. I'll see you.